crazy drivers thought that they could mess with the bikers and get away. They had no idea what was coming for them. From breaking mirrors to smashing glass, these insane clips will make you glad you were not at the wrong end of these road rages. Angry biker destroys the car window. This biker was out cruising on his motorbike, but he was about to be pushed to his limit in a few minutes. Do you spot that car coming from behind? It tried to push this biker on the other lane. The biker got angry and motioned him to stop the car. But the car driver either did not see the biker's signal, misinterpreted it, or simply did not want to acknowledge it. Whatever it was about to cost him really bad. Ramming hard, he caught up to the car at the signal and got out of the bike. Within seconds, he smacked on the side mirror and banged on the window, calling the driver out of the car. When he did not listen, the biker smashed the glass window with a strong punch, forcing the glass to fly everywhere. This is where the footage cuts off. What do you think happened next? Bike rider. Preached a quick lesson. This trucker probably had one of the worst driving skills, so the biker thought he would give him a hand. The truck driver was not looking in his side mirror while driving. The biker called him out for his bad driving skills. That did not sit well with the trucker. He playfully pushed his truck into the biker, scaring the biker off for a moment. The biker cursed at him, but he had already driven away. So the biker thought it was time to teach him a quick lesson. He raced after the truck and pushed his hand on the truck's side mirror, separating it from the truck. Biker smashes glass. A biker was cruising along the lanes when a car pushed him to the concrete block. He was not going to let that go without a little punishment. The biker got close and gifted the heaviest punch to the car's side mirror. The furious tussle. This car is attempting to do something pretty stupid, and it is about to flip the biker off. You can spot the car on the left trying to push into the lane without giving any signal. He called out the driver and raced to her side to give her an earful. But the driver was probably in the mood for road rage. Acting alarmingly arrogant, she flips him off. The biker cursed at the driver and raced away. However, the driver's contentment had not been achieved. She wanted to pin the biker a little bit more. She raced to his side, windows down, and started cursing at him again. This time, the biker got pretty angry. He threatened her simply by pointing at the side mirror of her car. The biker blew one smack in the mirror and bolted. The look on the arrogant driver must be priceless right about now. A group of bikers takes down the driver. The white in the front had not messed with just one biker, but the whole fleet, and it is not going to turn out well for him. The bikers chased down the car and finally met with it when the traffic stopped. One of the bikers gave a firm admonishment to the driver in the front seat, but he decided to take it a step further, having no idea that he was about to dig a hole for himself. The driver leaped and grabbed the arm of the biker, and that was the exact moment that he will regret. Another biker kicked the back door of the car, and a group of bikers got off their bikes to deal with the driver. The car driver had made another mistake. He had opened his door and allowed the swarm of bikers to lunge at him. One biker grabbed the driver by his collar and forced him out of the car. He shoved the driver hard at the car and moved away. Biker stands his ground. An arrogant driver was cruising on the wrong side of the road, but the biker had a clever move up his sleeve to teach him a lesson. The biker raced towards the car and stood right in front of him, shutting his bike off. The car driver was put to a halt and left astounded at the biker's audacity. The biker stood his ground and did not move a single inch to give him way. He forced the driver to switch lanes and join the traffic on the side of the road he was supposed to drive on. The driver was left stunned as he shifted the lanes. The biker stayed put to watch him leave and gave him a death stare when the car came right by his side. They both exchanged a few words, but the biker had already made his point. He did not wait long and drove away, leaving the driver embarrassed. The restless biker. We have no idea what this car did to make the biker furious and frustrated, but the biker was not naive enough to let it go without revenge. He waited for the car to overtake him. Once it had stopped at the traffic signal, the biker took his time and raced after him to squeeze in the small gap. He gave a death stare to the car driver, smacked the side mirror, and then made a dash to cross the road. Biker flips off the driver. The biker was on his lane, cruising along the windy road, when suddenly a sports car raced by him. The car had struck the bike, almost missing out on a terrifying collision. The anger got to the biker as he pressed hard on the gas pedal to overtake the sports car, but not without sending a furious hand sign his way. The biker did it twice, and also gifted a few curses to the sports car driver, but the chase had begun, and both the parties were too far in the clash. The sports car caught onto the biker and again overtook him at a blazing speed. This time, the biker decided to do something the car driver would remember for a long time. The biker waited a few seconds, bolted at a fast pace, and struck off the side mirror of the sports car. Without looking back, he fled the scene. Biker responds with a sneaky move. This driver was about to receive a taste of his own medicine, thanks to this clever rider. The biker was on the move when a car turned into the road. While making the turn, he dropped his wallet on the road. The biker stopped to pick it up and decided to help the guy out. He raced forward to point to the guy to stop at the side. The driver thought the biker was trying to come at him, so he flipped him off and raced forward. The biker caught up to him again and showed him the wallet. The driver got panicky and instantly stopped his car on the side of the road. The biker threw the wallet inside the car with a violent shove. He noticed that the driver's phone was on the hood of the car too, and knew this was his chance to take revenge. Boy, did he teach the driver a lesson. Biker smashes the windshield. It is unclear what this car did to piss off the biker this much, but take a look at how quickly things escalated. The rider got off his bike with his helmet in his hands. He walked towards the side of the car and banged on the window. He can be seen ordering the driver to get out, but the driver refuses to listen, shutting himself inside the car. After a few seconds, the biker moved to walk away. But then, something snapped inside him. He turned around, picked up his helmet, and smashed it forcefully at the rear windshield of the car. The glass broke into tiny little pieces as the biker raced to get back to his bike. The car driver was furious. He got out, opened his trunk to find a weapon, and tried to stop the biker from running away. But he was too late. The biker was long gone, leaving the driver in a state of shock and frustration. He had messed with the wrong biker. Biker smacks the side mirror. This car had inched in quite close to the bike, and the biker was not willing to let that go easily. He rammed hard on the gas and cruised through the road at a blazing speed. He stopped at the side of the car and sent a few flying curses at the driver. When the driver returned with the same curses, he smacked hard on the side mirror, almost breaking it, and then flew away into the traffic. Karen should have been more careful with her words. Biker tricks a Karen. A biker was practicing his wheelies at an industrial area away from the main road. But a Karen apparently did not like the noise. She stopped midway, popped out of her car, and stood in the middle of the street. She knew the bike was coming at a speed over 50 miles per hour, but she thought this was the best way to flip off the biker, face to face. But the biker was not an amateur either. Neither did he stop, nor did he pay much heed to Karen. Biker brings the driver to ground. This biker had cut off a drunk driver, having no clue it would send the driver to such a hazardous state of anger. but he was not going to be taken off guard so easily.
Got a problem?
The car ordered the biker to stop at the side, to which he listened without any argument. The driver came rushing towards him and punched the biker hard in the face.
Hey! You better step back right now!
The drunk driver did not listen, but when he came again, the biker was ready this time.
Are you done? Stop! I did nothing to you!
He got on top of him until the driver finally admitted he was drunk. He had chosen the wrong day to pick a fight. Biker on a rampage. Some car driver must have picked on this biker. He decided to take it all out on the other cars, driving peacefully. Look at him go. He smashes one side mirror after the other and moves along like nothing happened. Messing with the wrong fleet of bikers. This truck driver had come blasting at a fast pace toward the bikers who were doing tricks on the road. At one point, the trucker swerved at one of the bikers on the other side of the road. The bikers were not happy. All of the bikers slammed hard on the gas as they raced after the truck driver. The trucker was sneaky. He hopped on the curbside to evade the anger of the bikers, who kept trailing the trucker so he wouldn't escape. At the signal, the bikers finally had the truck surrounded. But he finally got scared of the bikers and drove away. But then something snapped inside him. He raced backwards, coming at the bikers again. This time, the bikers did not let the trucker go without hitting a few smacks at the truck. They kicked, slammed, and banged at the truck standing in the middle of the street. One of the bikers even rammed his helmet at the vehicle. The trucker started getting flustered as he zigzagged his way on the street. At one point, he even climbed into the garden, swerving around in loops to escape the bikers. Somebody please tell him he is not in a video game. The trucker eventually drove away when the crowd of bikers started to make him fear for his life. Biker punches the side mirror. This car had its one lane set up for driving, cutting a biker off in the middle of the road. So, the biker decided to have fun. He followed the car instead of going on his route. He raced towards the car and sent a few curses the driver's way. When the driver didn't budge, he punched the side mirror hard. If the driver wasn't going to listen, the car might, right? Car takes on a wrong fight. This car may be small, but it is about to bring on a huge fight upon itself. The car made a turn towards the street. But while doing so, the car collided with the bike on its side, breaking its side mirror and throwing the biker off the bike. He left his bike and dashed towards the car. He forcefully struck the window, causing the window to shatter into countless fragments. Biker flips off the Jeep. A car had almost slammed into the bike while trying to overtake him, but the biker was too mad to move on from the almost hit. He slammed his foot on the gas and raced to catch up to the car. He had probably only planned to flip off the driver, but the old man decided to make fun of him. He held up his hands and started clapping slowly behind the closed windows. The biker was not going to let that go. He punched the side mirror, almost breaking it off, and drove away at a fast pace. Biker uses his helmet as a weapon. The biker took his time as he hopped on the bike with his helmet on. But then something happens at the traffic signal and he gets off. He takes off his gloves, grabs a machete from his bag, and strikes it across the windshield of the car. The glass crashes with the heavy impact, leaving the driver clueless and dumbfounded. Car hits an angry biker. A biker was being followed by this dumb car that thought it could take him down, but the tables were about to turn very fast. The biker raced to go on at the side of the highway. The car was right behind him, but then suddenly, it slammed into the biker. He and his fellow bikers banged at the window and even tried to prop the car handle open, but the driver stayed shut inside the car. Then, the car started moving backwards slowly. The driver was willing to flee the scene. The biker punched on the bonnet to make him stop. When he didn't listen, The biker punched at the side mirror, breaking it apart. The driver got so scared that he raced backwards and fled. But the broken side mirror is going to serve as a long reminder for him to steer clear of bikers. Biker chases down the dumb driver. This biker is about to give an earful to this dumb driver, and he is not going to like it. A driver was recorded in the biker's camera, edging in close, not once, but twice. First, he only shifted lanes and almost rammed into the bike. But the second time, he brushed the biker and collided with his leg. This made the biker frustrated. He decided to follow this guy who was driving recklessly. At the supermarket, the biker came charging at the driver. They engaged in almost a wrestle, but argued about the whole fiasco. The biker left, shutting the old man up and sending him off mumbling to himself angrily. The heated fiasco. This car had pushed herself into the lane, forcing the biker to flip her off. But the scene did not end there. A couple of miles down the road, the biker met with the same driver again. He flipped him off, but saw the car doing the same. So he decided to go and deal with the driver personally. He raced up ahead until he was at the side of the car. He pointed at the camera and told her that she was being recorded. So the biker slapped the side mirror until it was left on its hinges. Biker wrestles with the driver. This biker was out with his friend when a driver on a bicycle decided to test his limits. What happened next will shock you. The duo was out cruising the streets when they arrived at a traffic signal. A man in the front poked the biker and then grabbed at his keys that were jammed inside. Then he leaped forward, trying to run away. The biker got so angry that he plunged at the driver and wrestled him to the ground. He was successful in getting back his keys. But the look on the driver is enough to tell you how much he regretted making that stupid move. Biker rider hands out a reminder. This bike rider was out to deliver food when a car inched in quite closer to him. You can tell something snapped inside him at the moment, because look at the race he pulled up then. He darted at full speed to go beside the car. There, he forced his speed down and pulled the side mirror of the driver's car back, reminding him to use it. Biker gives an earful to the driver. This driver shifted lanes so fast that he almost slammed into the biker. However, that marked the end of his errors. The biker started cursing at the driver, but he knew he needed to deliver them in person too. So he sped up and slid him an earful when he got beside the car. After the lecture, he drove away, probably leaving the driver ashamed. Biker curses at the driver. This man was coming the wrong way and would have crashed straight into the bike had the biker not swerved. The biker decided to give him a personal lecture. At first, he only flipped him off with his middle finger. But when their paths met again, he raced to catch up to him. The biker banged on his window to make the driver listen, who appeared quite ignorant. So, the biker sent a few loud curses and dashed away in fury. Driver gets instant karma. This driver dared to hit the biker's foot. So, he decided to hand out the driver his karma. This biker was out, parked on the side of the road and driving slowly. Suddenly, a car popped up beside him, inching in close and running over his foot. The motorcyclist displayed little enthusiasm towards the impact. He raced to meet the car at the signal and banged on his window, cursing the driver. When the driver paid no heed, he slammed hard at the side mirror, tearing it apart from the car. The biker cursed some more and drove away. Biker finds a gap. This biker was out on a narrow street, but a bus driver decided to halt his smooth ride. This bus has no clue where it is going, and the biker had no plans to wait until he discovered that. He saw the small gap and raced forward to slide through the small space. That's all on today's video about the bikers who were in no mood to be flipped off by crazy drivers. Let us know which one was your favorite in the comments below. If you haven't already, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more thrilling videos. Until then, goodbye and thanks for watching.